Once the law is in effect, the hope is that when anyone under the age of 16 tries to sign into their social media in Ohio, that they're going to be required to verify their age or get their parents to acknowledge the terms of service for any social media account the child is trying to create. Stephen Smith, the founder of A Wired Family, says this law should be relief to many parents.
Parents feel a lot of pressure because other parents are letting their children use social media. This gives a parent of a child that's under the age of 16 kind of an out.
Smith says he doesn't condemn every type of social media, but he says the majority of them do have content that children are not meant to see.
You wouldn't let your children, drive 5 miles to a bar and go into that bar or even hang around the premises of that bar. They know that's not right. But when you're talking about the internet and these apps, the world has access to your children. The children have access to the world.
Here's a look at what companies must do before the law goes into effect. They need to create a method to determine whether the user is a child under the age of 16, obtain verifiable parental or legal guardian consent, and then send written confirmation of that consent to the parent or legal guardian. Now, parents can verify by signing a digital form consenting to the terms of service. They can also use a credit or debit card or some other online payment system. Now, they can also call a toll-free telephone number to connect with a trained employee with a social media company through a video call, or they can just upload a government-issued ID. Now, Smith says the number of complaints he hears from parents has increased on kids seeing things that they shouldn't see.
Is how many of these children have been exposed to content, particularly pornography, not because they had it, not even because they had a device, but the child sitting in front of them on the bus had a device and were watching things that children were never supposed to see. Now,
this law does not cover online shopping websites, only gaming and social media companies. Now, we'll follow up in a few months to see how this law is working and how the state's making sure that companies are following the rules.